What it do, YouTubers? It's your boy Percy representing the Duelist Club, and I'm here with you with a brand new deck profile, Evil Eyes. One of my favorite archetypes that recently came out of Infinity Chasers. Well, not recently, but you know what I mean. All right, but without further ado, let's just get into this deck profile. All right, so you're gonna first start off with always play 3 Yugioh Watchers of the Evil Eye. So what this card does is when you normal summon it, you can add any Evil Eye spell or trap or monster from your deck to your hand. And if it's equipped with the equip spell Evil Eye Selene, you can quickie pop a special summon monster on your opponent's side of the field. But during the next standby phase, after the effect is activated, you must pop something on your side of the field. All right. Then we're playing 1 Watcher or Medusa, Watcher of the Evil Eye. What she does is when she's normal summoned, you can add a Evil Eye spell or trap or monster from your graveyard and add it right back to your hand. And then if she's equipped with the Evil Eye of Selene, you can DD Crow a card from your opponent graveyard, and then during your standby phase after this card is activated, or during the next standby phase after this card is activated, you can DD Crow. You have to DD Crow something out of your graveyard as well. Then we're playing 2 copies of Basilius, Familiar of the Evil Eye. These are pretty much the pets of the archetype. So what Familiar does is, if he's in your hand, you can special summon him if you control the Evil Eye monster, and then you can activate its effect to send a Evil Eye spell or trap from your deck to your graveyard. So he's pretty much a Foolish Burial. And then we're playing Catopolis, pretty much the cat of the deck. If you control an Evil Eye monster, you can special summon him from the graveyard, and he can put a counter on any of your Evil Eye spell or traps and prevent it from being destroyed by your opponent's card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Yeah, and so he's pretty much an extender and protection in a way. Then I'm playing a small artifact engine. When I say small, I really mean small. Playing 1 Scythe and 1 Lancia. I'm gonna end up taking Lancia out or siding him out for morale attack because he's, in my opinion, he's only good in certain situations, and we all know what Scythe does. You pop him, you prevent your opponent from special summoning from the extra deck. Then we're playing my favorite card, my favorite spice, Cap Shell. He came out in the Megatens, the 2020 Megatens. So pretty much, so you can only activate his effects one of those effects once per turn, and only once that turn. If you tribute him, you draw a card. If he's used for a link, fusion, or synchro summon, you draw a card. And if he's detached as a material from a Xyz monster, you draw a card. So no matter what you do with this card, you're gonna draw a card. So yeah. And then we're playing, for the hand trap, we're playing 5 hand traps. That will be 3 Ash Blossoms and 2 Ghost Ogres. So yeah. That is it for the monster lineup. For the spells, we're playing 4 Evil Eye domains. So pretty much what this card does is when it's activated, you search for Evil Eye monster. We're not even gonna go with the second effect because it doesn't matter, but you can read it if you look it up. So yeah, he's pretty much this is a rotor for the deck. Then we're playing the most talked about card of this video, Evil Eye Selene. So you can equip, when this card is equipped with one of your Evil Eye monsters, the monster cannot be targeted by card effects, destroyed by card effects, or destroyed by battle, all by your opponent. And then if you activate the equipped monster or Evil Eye spell or trap, you will lose 500 life points, but the equipped monster will gain 500 attack points in return. Then we're playing the left eye. Playing 2 copies of Evil Eye Gorgonio. So pretty much, if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it, discard a card, and search for any Evil Eye spell or trap. So pretty much when you have Bass, when you special Bass, use this effect to dump Gorgonio. Gorgonio will pitch any Evil Eye card, pitch another one itself, or you can pitch Celine. Also with Celine, if you pitch Celine, you can pay 1,000, banish an Evil Eye card in your graveyard, and then reset this card. So it has a recursion effect, which is pretty good too. And if you use that effect, you can and you equip your monster with her, your monster gaining 1,000. Gaining stacks. That's good. But yeah, so what you do, like I said, you use Bass effect, send Gorgonio, banish, discard Cat. Cat returns. You search for you discard Cat. You search for your spell or trap. You special summon Cat with a counter, and yeah, combo just goes from there. Then we're playing 2 copies of the latest support Evil Eye Reemergence. So if you use this card, you can special summon a Evil Eye token from special summon an Evil Eye token. But if Celine is on field, you can special summon 2 of them things. But if you use this effect, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Fiend type monsters. This is a good going first card, really. Because really you're gonna set the most you're gonna set up is your Empress and Cersil, and before you even use this card, pretty much you're and Cicada. So you're gonna have at least 3 interruptions on board. But anyways, yeah, and you can also banish this card from the graveyard and protect all your protect your back row, your Evil Eye spell and traps, or they can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects, to be more specific. Then we're playing 1 copy of Evil Eye Awakening. I've been going back and forth with this card, if I should keep it at 1 or bump it up to 2. What this card does is a monster reborn. If you have a Evil Eye monster in your graveyard, you can special summon it. But if Celine is on board, you can special summon an Evil Eye monster from your deck instead. And then for the 1-ups, we're playing 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Evil Mind. This card is pretty much a different archetype card, but if you control a Fiend type monster, which this entire archetype is Fiends, you can draw a card. The other 2 effects are null and void. Then we're playing 1 Pod Duality, the Dig Deeper, 1 Call by the Grave for hand traps, 1 Monster Reborn, just for extenders, you know. So that's it for the spells. For the traps, we're playing 1 Evil Eye Retribution. This is pretty much the judgment for the archetype. If your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can negate the activation. But if you control Celine on board, you cannot negate the activation of this effect. So yeah. Then we're playing 1 Evil Eye Defeat, which is a compulsory. So yeah, it's a compulsory activation device. So if you control an Evil Eye, you can bounce one monster from your deck, 1 monster from the field back to the hand. Control 2, you can bounce 2 of them. This card plus Medusa, you can pretty much loop. So like say your opponent is about to attack or do something, or when they just normal summon, you can activate Defeat, bounce Medusa and your opponent monster back to your hand. So on your following turn, you can normal summon Medusa, grab that back, set that, and just continue to do that. Just recycle, bounce, recycle, bounce, recycle. So yeah, so that's it. So that's that. And then we're playing 3 Artifact Sanctums. You should know what that does. We're playing 2 copies of Dark Sacrifice. So anytime your opponent activates a card that destroys cards on your field, you can negate the effect or negate the activation and send a dark level 3 or lower monster from your deck to your graveyard, which you're playing 5, the Cap Shells, the Bass, and the Catopolis. And then for the last spice, Skill Drain. Now you might wonder why I'm playing this, because even though the effects of my monsters will not resolve. As long as Celine is on board, I can still activate my monster effect and still boost my attack stats by 500. So even if the effect don't resolve, my monster's still getting bigger. So yeah, that's it for the traps. For the extra deck, we're just gonna breeze through this. We're playing 3 Empress of the Evil Eye. So if she's Link summoned, she gains 100 attack for each Evil Eye card with a different name in the graveyard. And then if she's equipped with Celine quick effect, you can target one of your opponent monsters and negate its effects. And during the turn that is activated, or during the next turn after this card is activated, if it points to another monster, you destroy that. You can destroy that monster is targeted that it's pointing to. Then we're playing the boss monster, Yugioh, Ruler of the Evil Eye. So what this card does, if you use any of your Evil Eye monsters that's 2600 or more attack, he can attack twice during each battle phase. He has a quick effect as if he's equipped it with Celine, he can pop a monster. But during the next standby phase after this card was activated, you can affect Valor, affect the other monster this card points to. So yeah. So yeah, he's pretty much Yugioh and Gorgon in one card. Playing 1 Decode Talker. I will be taking this card out. I just put him in for a second, just for a final spot or whatever. I might just switch him out for Cerberus. We're playing 1 Unicorn, 1 Borosword Dragon, 1 Avermax, 1 Artifact Dagda to help with the artifact plays, and then so that's it for the Link monsters. But when you're able to put like Medusa and Circle on board at the same time and you don't have the equip spell, Link Force, Abyss Dweller, Castell, and Tornado Dragon for back row. Then my favorite Xyz monster for this deck, because we're able to get Bass and Cat on the field much easier than two of the level 4s. I played 2 copies of Cicada King. So what this card does is, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can detach a material and negate its effects. Bad thing, it does not destroy, but when you detach a material to negate this effect, to negate that monster effect, you Cicada King's defense go up by 500. So she's getting booty, goddammit. Her booty getting big, she getting transplants, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's it for that. And then 2 Evil Eye tokens, custom made by your boy. If you want some, please let me know. I'm not gonna get into the the side deck, because that's just personal preference. Plus I don't want to show you my spice, you know what I mean? I can't show you everything, so I gotta keep some secrets to myself. But yeah, this has been the Evil Eye deck profile. If you like it, if you want to see combos or test hands, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Can't say anything else, so it's your boy Percy. I'm out. Deuce.